Yo, everybody! What's up? Are you ready for democracy? Hey, Jen, Camila, Javelin, Oisin, Northern, Drowsy, Ibrahim, Signa, Giovanni. How are you guys? Are you ready for democracy? I dream of a world where everybody can listen to video game music. So look at this. Here is our ball. You can vote for stuff in it. Let's do our little tutorial, as always. You can vote for Vamos a la Flamenco from Final Fantasy IX, for example. Or, if you don't like Final Fantasy IX, let's say you want to suggest your own stuff. You can say, oh, I would like to suggest credits theme from Zelda Link's Awakening. And then, if you do that, and you vote, your option gets added to the list and other people can vote for it. Isn't that amazing? Giovanni says, I just beat Dark Souls 3. Okay, so first, right away, we're doing Final Fantasy IX. And Giovanni is gonna make a little note that one Final Fantasy track in general has been heard, because we're only doing 2 tracks per game series. Alright? Yeah, let me give you the link for the poll. How are you guys, by the way? Where's the link? Vote and suggest tracks here. Storm is here. Hey, Storm. Storm says, I'm alive. It's colder than Helheim in here. Bro, weirdly. And Giovanni can attest to this. It's cold right now in Brazil. It should absolutely not be. Martin says -4 degrees. I mean, when I say cold here, I mean Brazil cold, right? It's like... Yeah, Giovanni says last week it was 30 degrees Celsius. This week it's like 17. Which for Brazilian standards is freezing. Man, this track should be longer. So next up is Touhou Final Boss theme. Have I ever heard a Final Boss theme from Touhou? I'm curious. I think it's this one. Sina says there was about 20 Fahrenheit drop over the last week for me too. So, I don't know what that means because I don't know Fahrenheit. Storm says, what I would give to get back to 0 Celsius. We're so far below. Wow. Oh wow, 3-beat measure. Seed says, when do you plan to listen to the entire Silk Song OST? Will you do it in a stream or video? Probably a stream. I was going to do it I think in December I was going to do it. Like I had the stream scheduled, but I didn't do it for some reason. I think I was very tired and I just didn't do it. Ibrahim says, I enjoyed the Balancers video. I suggested the Ever Dark version here. Yeah, that's a good idea. We should listen to that phase I missed. Man, that's such a blunder on my part. I missed a phase of the theme. People pointed it out in the comments. We will stream another full OST soon. I don't know. I've been enjoying again these democracy and capitalism editions. So I don't know. I was burned out for a long time of these democracy and capitalism streams. Now I'm super into it again. I'm having fun again with them. So I think I'm gonna keep doing them for a while. When I get tired of them, then I go back to doing dictatorship streams, where we just listen to a full game of my choice. Man, this track sounds... It does sound different from the usual boss theme from Toho. It sounds like the stakes are higher. It sounds more dangerous. Ibrahim says, guys, please vote for Everdark Harmonia Balancers OST. I'm gonna vote for that. I owe it to you guys, because I missed that phase on my video. Yeah, so this should serve as a tutorial as well. Guys, you can go back, even after you suggest something and after you vote, you can go back to the poll and vote again and suggest stuff again. So now I'm gonna look for the track that my friend Ibrahim suggested. Balancers. Yeah, this. Let's vote for this. Let's see if there's anything else that I want to vote for. Yeah, some Pokemon. Dire Morales. Octopath is always good. Silksong is good. Lavender Town. Wow, that's a blast from the past. I don't even need to check to know that this one is from El Mertian. Am I right? I know what you're up to, El Mertian. Kirby 64, bro. The soundtrack of this game is so good. You know what? I'm gonna suggest something from Kirby 64 now that you guys reminded me of it. I don't remember the name of the track though. It's like the first stage theme. First, the Wild Please. I will also vote for Zelda if I see it. So that was Toho. Next up is Phantom. I did a video on this one. And guys, choose your votes well. Choose them wisely. Because as I said before, Giovanni's mercilessly ticking off every game series that appears in the stream. And once the game series gets to 2 winners, that game series is gone. Oh, the stream lagged a little bit, but I think we're back. We're back. I think that was on me. That little lag. Davi, have you listened to the Mario Odyssey OST before? Yes. Will we nuke DePaul? I don't think so. Nuking DePaul was a fun experiment for a while, but ultimately, I think it's more fun to not do it. Because if you nuke DePaul, I feel like it disincentivizes people to campaign for their option. And that, I think that's one of the most fun things about these democracy streams, like seeing people campaign and say, vote for my stuff. If you vote for my stuff, I'll vote for your stuff. Well, Merthin says, Phantom is a broke nerd. Signa says, I hated the first nuke because it was a random addition, but after that I thought it made the streams better. There's definitely pros to it. But ultimately, it felt heartbreaking to see someone campaign super hard and manage to get votes for their option, and then it all goes away. I think not nuking the poll rewards this back and forth between us, which I think is cool. Ibrahim says, I prefer no nuke. Yeah. Springy says, well, if we can campaign for stuff, here's one then. You like harpsichords and chorals? Well, enjoy the Yubel theme from Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been wanting to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, the anime. I've been wanting to watch it. I've never watched it. Magoo says, would anyone like to trade votes? Anyone wants to trade votes with Magoo? Nice. Man, I love that these Hollow Knight songs have endings. Yeah, let's go. Balancers. Balancers 1. See, Ibrahim's campaigning worked. Everdark. Wow, it's 5 minutes. Let's see. So this is the phase I missed. Regrettably, I missed. Giovanni says, guys, when suggesting songs, please remember to put the name of the game to make things easier. Yeah, if you see a suggestion without a game name, Giovanni, you might as well delete it. I'm not gonna guess. Shidex is here. Hey, Shidex. Wow, this is very different from the phases I heard. Also very quiet. Puppy says, can you add Putrescent Night? No, you do. It definitely doesn't feel as positive as I remember the other phases being. It doesn't sound like Christmas. Giovanni says, someone suggested Toho. Just Toho. Yeah, just delete that. Kiro says, I doubt the Christmas chords are still here. I don't hear it. But it still sounds... Oh, wow. Oh. Yeah, this is not Christmas. Freak says, where's your doggy, Davi? It's outside. Guys, I have crazy news. I have great news regarding dogs. Yeah, this is very disturbing. But it's still Sounds very much sophisticated. Sounds like they went for a string concerto style, which sounds dignified. But anyway, remember Hannah, the neighbor's dog? The big black kind of Labrador dog? Remember that? Wait, that's not it. Yeah, there's the next phase. So this phase has phases. The phase has phases. Yeah, Atkins says Hannah the cutie. Yeah. Oh wow. Wow. I feel like little glimpses of Christmas trying to come out, but they can't because it's too, the orchestra is too disturbing. But anyway, Hannah, the neighbor's dog, is no longer the neighbor's dog. Hannah, the neighbor's dog, is now my dog. How crazy is that? And Shidex. Thank you, Shidex, for the support. Campaigning for Castlevania. Lament of Innocence, Leon's theme. Man, I love Castlevania. I'm gonna vote for that. Giovanni says, you stole her? They gave her to us. You killed your neighbors. No, they willingly gave her to us. It's a long story. I'll probably just tell it tomorrow. Because if I tell it today, I'm gonna end up talking over an entire track or something and someone will get mad. Yeah, let me vote for the thing that Shidex said, because I do love Castlevania music. Back to Paul. Yeah, people were struggling to add options to the Paul. Look, that's how you do it. You go here on this other field. You type whatever you want, and then you just click update vote, or vote if it's the first time you're voting. So that's the end. Wow, that is a big change from the other phases I heard. There's no positivity there. Cool. So next up is Guardian from Deltarune. I've heard this because I've heard the entire soundtrack, but I don't remember it. Drowsy says, who wants to trade mines, guns blazing? Let me also go back and see if there's any Zelda. I have a personal agenda to vote for every Zelda track. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's just the name of a game. I would have voted for this if there was a track. But yeah, guys, you need to put game name and track name. Giovanni says, man, I just couldn't get into Deltarune. I tried. I couldn't get into Deltarune, and I didn't try. Because, you know when you play a game, and you're like, you have a great experience, and you're like, you know what, I'm good. I'm good. I'm satisfied with my Undertale experience. Oh, this is good. All Mother Narwa from Monster Hunter Rise. Oh, someone asked me to vote for this. Yeah, why not? Why not? Wait, is this... Oisin, is this yours? Is this your doing? Oisin? You can't fool me. Shadex says, Tricuspid, I voted for yours too. That's what I like to see. I like to see you guys interacting. I feel like that's the whole point of these streams. That's why I choose not to nuke the poll. Abkin is trading. He wants votes for Panacea. This is this Deltarune track is from the latest 3+4 chapters. And it does show because it's a lot more ominous than some of the earlier chapters' music. Cerberus says, I wanted to sway Davi, but he didn't see me. Maybe now I'll see. So next up. Rhythm of the Wild. I've never heard of this. Never heard of this. Oh, the game is Iconfell. Okay, I've heard of this game. Magoo says, that's my suggestion. Cool. Oh, chiptune. Man, this sounds so laid back. Freak does says, I don't know either, but I voted for it because Magoose was very polite. Yeah, I mean, even if I don't know the track, if someone asks for it, I mean, why not? It's free, who cares? Yeah, this sounds cool. And this is a battle track. It's a very chill battle. The contrast between the chiptune and the real instruments is really cool. It's something I've done recently in a soundtrack too. Paladin of Autism. Nice. Thank you, Paladin of Autism, for the $2. Journey is my top game of ever. Cool. I've never played it. Next up. Toho 20. Is there a Toho 20? So this is the second Toho track, so that means Toho is gone. Is Toho 20 the latest one? Third stage theme. I think it's this one. Paladin of Autism says, I forgot that was my username. Hi. 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 Journey is a good Davi stream game. 2.5 hour game. I've heard that a lot. Man, I feel like this sounds so different. This sounds different from older Toho music. Oh yeah, now, I was about to say, I might not have recognized this as Toho music if I didn't know, but now it's easily recognizable because of the something. Darian says it's been like 20 numbered Toho games, but many more with decimals. So like 10 point Toho 10.5 or something. They do that. It's like they did with Final Fantasy. I remember being so mad about that. When I was a teenager, they released Final Fantasy X, and then instead of releasing Final Fantasy 11, they released Final Fantasy X-2. I remember being outraged by that. The instrumentation is more real. Zune has always liked very video gamey sounds in his songs, but here he's using a little bit more realistic instrument samples. Yeah, don't forget 13, 13-2, and Lightning Returns. Yeah. Speaking of Final Fantasy, do you have any Final Fantasy tracks to vote for? I mean, one Final Fantasy track already won, which was mine, right? Final Fantasy 9. Final Fantasy. What about Zelda? Spirit Tracks Overworld. I mean, this is one we've heard, I feel like, numerous times in streams, but I would not have a problem listening to it again. It's really good. Oh wow, this is a wow. This is a B-side Zelda track. Possessed Zelda from Twilight Princess. Linum says, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 2. Any Silent Hillers? See guys, that's how you campaign. Outstanding campaigning comment right there. Getting possessed by scary bosses. She gets possessed by Ganondorf at the end of Twilight Princess. Sorry if that's a spoiler. It's probably not much of a spoiler. Yeah, I just spoiled that Zelda is in danger, and the one putting her in danger is Ganondorf. That's not much of a spoiler. Cuphead, Botanic Panic. Wait, Zelda is a she? Spoiler. Man, Cuphead music is good. But you know what impressed me more than Cuphead music? Like, and it was not even close. Cuphead DLC music. This is the veggies, not the flour. Let me see. Yeah, this is the secret. I think that's the secret veggies fight. The secret boss. Magoo says, I don't know who put Yoshima Coast from Okami in here, but I voted for it. I like Okami music, I never played it. Raspberry says, first boss. This is the first boss, it's not the secret one. Have you considered playing Cuphead in the game channel? Yeah. Yes, I have. And you know what? You know what? You know what I did after considering playing Cuphead on the game channel? You're never gonna guess it. He considered it so much that he has already played it. Exactly. Sarah's here. Hey, Sarah. Man, this track is so good. The production value in this soundtrack is so crazy, because this is all live recorded. And there's a show, isn't there, of Cuphead nowadays? Martin says apparently the show is a prequel. Lennon says, pleasure doing business with you. Did you manage to find people to vote for Silent Hill? Good. Good. Shidek says, I've got to go on an appointment. Hope I come back to see my request song was heard. Your request was Castlevania, right? I already voted for it. So next up, let's see. Octopath Traveler 0. Man, they keep making these Octopath Traveler games, and I still haven't played a single one. Let's see. And it's a 7-minute track, so we're not going to listen to all of it, but we're going to listen to most of it. Nice guitars. I mean, great JRPG battle theme. And for Octopath 0, it's the same composer, right, as the other ones. is Yasunori Nishiki. He's really good. I have to play these games. I love this team that makes these games, Team Asano in Square Enix. Listen to these strings. I think Yasunori Nishiki is a great prospect to compose, to take over. Oh wow. Warren says, first leitmotif. Yeah, these sounds like leitmotifs. I wouldn't be surprised if this was a final boss. Oh, focus. If this was a final boss and they are parading different leitmotifs from the course of your adventure in the final boss theme. Yeah, so good. I think Yasunori Nishiki is a great prospect to take over Final Fantasy music in the future. Just like Masayoshi Soken took over from the previous generation. Drift says, not an Octopath Traveler player, but this music is pretty peak. Springy says, alright boys and gals, who here needs votes? Because I need him to see Mega Man 0 2 OST. I don't think I've ever played Mega Man 0. I've played Mega Man X. I've played even Mega Man ZX, but not 0, I don't think. This gotta be final boss, right? There's no way a track is this grand and high stakes, and it's not the final boss. Yeah, and it says here in the description, newly composed music by Yasunori Nishiki. Yeah, final boss. I mean, it sounds just like it. You've played the sequel and prequel of Mega Man 0, but not the actual thing? Yeah. Yeah. I recently beat Mega Man 7 for the first time. The final boss is crazy hard. I think this is looping, right? Yeah, this is looping. I remember the streams. So we're gonna listen until like the 5-minute mark. Then we're gonna listen to the next one. Nice. Yeah, so we're at the 5-minute mark. Let's listen to the next one, which is Your Best Nightmare from Undertale. So now Undertale / Deltarune is out. Because this is the second track from Undertale Deltarune. Your Best Nightmare. Fire says there's so many good suggestions in the poll. Yeah. That's because this channel gathers the very best of video game music intellectuals on the internet. That's why. Oh, this is Photoshop Flowey, right? The music feels so... Yeah, exactly. It feels so disjointed and disconcerting at times. Just like the fight itself. Tricuspid says, I'm not sure why folks like all the discordant sounds effects in this one. I think it complements the fight greatly. It might not be pleasant to listen to, but I feel like that's what the fight requires. Warren says, yeah, the Yasunori claim that he could be the next Final Fantasy composer is so true that he should need an alter for it. That's how they do it. They start bringing in these new composers and putting them to work on other series, and then they get promoted to Final Fantasy, right? It was like that with Hitoshi Sakimoto, Hamauzu. Hamauzu from Final Fantasy 13 used to work on the Saga series. And Hitoshi Sakimoto worked before on... I forgot the name of that game that he worked on before Final Fantasy Tactics. Yeah, see, the fight is almost like the fight is badly stitched together, just like Photoshop Flowey. He keeps abruptly cutting. Sakimoto is a case apart, says Nikoala. Yeah, he was working for the team that was making the Ogre Battle games before. And then he was brought in to work on the Ivalice games of Final Fantasy. But I think before that, he worked on that one game. Man, I forgot the name of that. It's that non-Final Fantasy Ivalice game from Square. I forgot the name. Sarah says, oh my god, Nihilith. Silk Song. That's a good one. That's a good one. Is that winning? Let me see. Strive. That's good. That's the second Hollow Knight track. So Hollow Knight is dead. F for Hollow Knight. F's in chat. Strive. Hollow Knight eliminated. Yeah, the strings are going crazy. Man, the strings in Silk Song are some of the best strings I've ever heard. Not just the sound, the mixing, but the performances as well. Some of the string playing is so forceful and, I don't know, intense. What would you rate WH and Silk Song out of 10? What is WH? Hollow Knight. Wait a minute. Hollow Knight. Hollow White. Dude, I think honestly both are 10s out of 10s. Hollow Knight and Silk Song. Some of the best games of all time. Let's go to the next song. Limbo's Company. I made a video about that today. I posted it today. Yeah, both games, Hollow Knight and Silk Song, they have like little things, right? Little issues. But the greatness of them is so great that I think they both deserve 10 out of 10. Signa says, for me, Hollow Knight is a 10. Silk Song is a 9.7. Signa says, those bosses were so disappointing. You mean from Silk Song? Wow, this is cool. Cerberus says, for me, Silk Song is 11 out of 10, and Hollow Knight is 9 out of 10. They both do different things, right? Hollow Knight is so chill. Remember when we used to think Hollow Knight was hard? Hollow Knight nowadays feels so chill and relaxing and simple, right? Hollow Knight, Silk Song on the other hand, is difficult, complex, and intense. They go for different things. Apkin says 9 Souls 10 out of 10, Silk Song 8 out of 10, Hollow Knight 7.5 out of 10. 9 Souls is good, but I think it's worse than both Hollow Knights. Nine Souls was too, like, we're talking about difficulty. 9 Souls was too hard for me. I think 9 Souls is harder than Silk Song. 9 Souls is so hard that it takes a little bit of the enjoyment out of it. Like, you walk 2 feet and a normal ass enemy kills you. Simply killing a dude like a normal ass dude is challenging in 9 Souls. Man, this is great. There's a almost like a mariachi, I want to say, aspect to this. Could be flamenco too. There's a Spanish aspect to it. Giovanni, yeah, and Giovanni said before that Suksong gets a lower score because it has too many gauntlets. Like I said, they both have issues, and they both do things I really dislike. That's what's interesting about my score. I gave them 10 out of 10s. They both do stuff I hate, but I still give them 10 out of 10 because it's very intentional. The stuff that they do that I don't like, I don't see it as flaws. I just see it as totally intentional stuff that they did that I just am not super into. The stuff that Team Cherry does that really pisses me off is the time wasting. They are really prone to time wasting difficulty. Like the kind of difficulty that makes it so that you die and then you have to restart a challenge and keep redoing things that you've done a million times again and again and again until you're able to survive this huge gauntlet of, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. If you die before you conclude those 20 minutes, you have to restart the whole thing again. They've done that with the Colosseum in Hollow Knight 1. They did that with the Pantheons. That's why I quit it. They did that with Path of Pain. They did that with all the gauntlets in Silksong. But yeah, this is Ori. Giovanni says, yeah, and the funny thing that in Path of Pain they got the checkpoint system perfectly. Kind of, because if you die like I did, you know, if you fall on the spikes, you get respawned into the checkpoint. That's cool. But if you die. If your HP gets to 0, you don't get checkpoints. You get traumatized for 2 years, like I did. Sir Pogs is here. Hey, Sir Pogs. I've never heard this one. Gotti moment, yeah. Man, this one is so gentle. Luma Pools it's called. Fox says straw ball load is extremely slow. I can't use it so far. Yeah, that's been an issue with not nuking the ball. That's because the ball gets too big. Giovanni, can you try? Let's do something. Try to delete like I don't know, 50 of the. You know what? That should actually be tough to do. It's not going to be easy to do. I was going to say that you delete the options with the least votes, like options that has 0 votes and 1 votes. But if I remember correctly, on the dashboard where you can edit the poll and delete options, the options are not organized by number of votes, so I think that would be not easy to do. Giovanni says I can try. I remembered after I asked you. There's probably unfeasible. But see what you can do. Man, the Ori tracks that people recommend to me usually are these huge climactic action tracks, right? This one is different. This is probably an exploration song, right? Sarah says, is Ori and the Will of the Wisps worth it? So that I would buy it. From what I've heard, I mean, people might get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. I've never played it, so I don't know for sure. What I hear all the time is it's a game that is kind of mediocre with an outstanding soundtrack. Yeah, not just outstanding soundtrack, but outstanding art in general. But I keep hearing that it's kind of like a meh game. Is that true? Giovanni says, you heard it from the wrong person. Signa says, Ori was so uninteresting to me. Abkin says, I wouldn't say mediocre, I would say very casual. Snai says, it's pretty good, though I prefer Hollow Knight. See, Sarah says, Blind Forest sucks ass. I mean, Sarah, if you think another game in the same series sucks ass, the next one is probably not gonna be any good. Next up. Limbus Company. That's the second Limbus Company. So, Limbus Company is dead. Oh, that's interesting. Limbus Company and Arc Knights. That's a collab track or something. Abkin says, I'm trading votes for Panacea. You know what? I've been seeing you, Abkin, tirelessly campaigning for Panacea. I don't even know what that is, but I'm gonna vote for it. Your tireless efforts have moved me deeply. Panacea. Do we have more Zelda? Spirit Tracks Dark Link. Do we have Final Fantasy? Do we have Xenoblade? Only one Xenoblade? We have to fix that. Colony 9 from Xenoblade. My audio has gone poopy. Remember the poopy audio glitch from a past stream? It started happening again just now. Thankfully now I know how to fix it. Hold up. Okay, fixed it. Okay. Signa says, I want a democracy stream where all submissions have to be from before 2010. I would love that too. I thought of that. I think we talked about that before. The thing is, I think it would be a nightmare to verify, constantly verify, oh, is this track really from pre-2010? It will be a nightmare to enforce that and to verify that. Maybe we could do one of those with a pre-established playlist of songs, right? A playlist that me and Giovanni can curate and, you know, refine, not on stream. Because doing that during the stream will be a nightmare. Super glorious chord sequence. Signa says, make the submitter find the year and you remove suggestions that have no year. But then people can just lie. Yeah. I think making a yeah, Giovanni says, we could make the playlist before the stream, yeah. That's a great idea. I like this idea. If we're gonna do that, we might as well do like pre-2000s. So it will just be like PS1 and Super Nintendo music. What is this song? That was Limbo's Company. Super glorious. Hand of the King, Dead Cells. Oh, look! Abkin, look! Your victory is nigh. Hand of the King. Gigi says, I like the early 2000s. Me too. I mean, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Morrowind. I heard this very theme on the channel so many times. Really? I don't remember this. It gets voted every second or third stream. Sarah's leaving. Bye bye, Sarah. Giovanni says Metal Gear 3. Even Metal Gear 2. I think Metal Gear 2 is 2001 or something like that. Was 2001, yeah. Final Fantasy 9 I think was 2000, so that counts as early 2000s. Yeah, and then of course we have Final Fantasy 8. I mean, not Final Fantasy 8. We have Final Fantasy 9, and then of course 10. I really don't remember this. People are saying we hear this a lot on the streams. Maybe I don't remember because I talk over it every time. Did someone say Duel of the Fates? I was just thinking that. The string ostinato is the exact same notes as Duel of Fates, but it's faster. Homie says, come on guys, vote Xenoblade. Yeah, vote Xenoblade. Guys, I suggested a banger Xenoblade track. It's called Colony 9. Atkins says that's a nice track. ServerX says the site is so laggy. It's not laggy for me though. But yeah, that's an issue. I feel like the only way to solve that issue is to nuke the pulp. Giovanni says it's fine for me too. Ghost says if it's updating slowly, refresh periodically. This is a 6-minute track, by the way. Let's listen to it until the 5-minute mark. Warren says, voted for Colony 9. Thank you. Thank you, Warren. You will not regret it. It's a great track. It's very chill. It's not a combat track. So if you guys are weary of all these tense, intense, stressful songs, vote for me with Colony 9. I promise that if Colony 9 wins, you'll be the chillest you've been the entire stream. Is that yeah, 5-minute mark has been reached. So next up, Apotheosis from Journey, and Panacea is almost winning. Apotheosis. Giovanni says, reminder, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Limbus Company, Toho, Deltarune, and Undertale are out. Yeah, so don't suggest these games. Cerberix says, please go vote for Morda Mima. I don't know what that is. Well, yeah, I could vote for that. Why not? Oh, feat Yuka Kitamura. Coils of Light, Dragon's Dogma. Oh, who suggested that? Oh my god. What an intellect. What a brain. What a mind. Wow. What an intellectual. Paper Mario is pretty good. Triangle strategy. Ugh. So good. I would vote for this if we hadn't already heard it so many times. This is a good one. This is a good one. Wait, did you play Triangle Strategy? Bro, it's one of my favorite games in recent memory. I've played it multiple times. What is Triangle Strategy? It's like a regular strategy, but a triangle. And it's the name of a game. Really good game. It's basically a spiritual successor to Final Fantasy Tactics. Sigma says, the story of that game was hilariously bad. No, it wasn't. Rectangle Strategy is the sequel. We're still waiting on a sequel. Yeah, Team Asano. Yeah. Triangle Strategy is my favorite tactics RPG of all time. Yes, I like it more than Final Fantasy Tactics. I like it more than any Fire Emblem. Does it have anything to do with triangles though? Yes, because there's 3 factions, and the 3 factions do strategy, so it becomes a triangle, you know? Hence the name, Triangle Strategy. The only thing that's bad about Triangle Strategy is the English voice acting, which is atrocious. And the name of the game is difficult to recommend the game to people and have people take it seriously when the game is called Triangle Strategy. I feel like I talked over this entire song. Journey music is so subtle, right? Look at this lonely... Oh, it resolved. Is this the end? Lonely Violin. Sir Pog says, guys, vote for God King's theme. You never hear Infinity Blade music anymore these days. Infinity Blade? Is that the mobile game? The phone game? I remember playing it on a tablet. If that's what I'm thinking. If I'm thinking correctly. So next up, oh, Panacea. Wow, so subtle. the resolution. So Panacea from Hyperlight Drifter is next. Atkins says another subtle and chill track incoming. Nice. Debussy? Man, I feel bad. I always feel bad pronouncing the name of that composer. Everyone laughs at me whenever I do it. But yeah, it does sound like him. Debussy? Is that how you do it? Is that how you say it? I mean, isn't it French? I think the U shouldn't be U like English U. It should be like U. Sir Pog says should be Debussy. I feel like that's an Americanized pronunciation. As far as I know, French U is not U, it's U, because it's a Romance language. Yeah, exactly. Nick Wallace says no U. Yeah, U is an American thing. So if I had to risk, with me not speaking French at all, but being a native Romance language speaker, if I had to risk a pronunciation, I would say Debussy. But whenever I say that, all the Americans in the room laugh at me. Debussy. It's Debussy. Debussy. Davi, can you guess where in the game this track plays? I mean, it's very emotional and very chill. It could be a safe place, like a safe hub, like a safe house or something. I could be wrong, but it feels too uneventful to be like a story or a cutscene track or a dialogue track. But I could be wrong. It sounds like he wanders off like aimlessly. There's almost a sort of improv quality to it. I feel like he would fit nicely in some sort of safe hub, like a safe house, something like that. But I don't know. Davi, did you finish Expedition 33? No. I think I'm like 70% through. It's the ending theme. Right after the final boss. Oh, it's so it's a cutscene theme. There's like things, there's story things happening while this is playing. Interesting. Barely moving scene. But yeah. Nice. Oh, Absolem. Is any of my tracks winning? Let me see. Oh, okay. One of my tracks is kind of not very close, but at least not at the bottom. So let's go Absolem. And this is Yuka Kitamura from Dark Souls. Giovanni says, guys, please stop suggesting Silk Song. Yeah, Silk Song is done. We already heard 2 Hollow Knight songs. Wait, this might be her. Might be her singing. That's kind of a signature aspect of her songs. She likes to sing in them. Yeah, that's her. S4 says, guys, we need more Limbo's final bosses here. Limbo's company's done though. We already heard 2 tracks. Maybe I should write that somewhere. Check this out. Hollow Knight, Limbus Company, Toho. There's more, but I forget. The Fungus Among Us is here. Hey, Fungus Among Us. Undertale, yeah. I can see this being a boss theme. Oh, the quiet. Wow, it has an ending. Incredible. Next up is Nameless King from Dark Souls 3. I've heard this one before, but I don't remember it. Oh, this one is from Sakuraba. I keep forgetting that Motoi Sakuraba composed for Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls Band? Wait. What else from Dark Souls did we hear? I don't remember. Yeah, this is the first one. I mean, we heard Yuka Kitamura, and her singing in that track sounds like Dark Souls, but it was not Dark Souls. We had Harmonia from Night Rain. Ooh, that's right. Was this a chromatic descent? The violins were doing chromatic descents. Yes. So we should we ban FromSoft altogether? We're counting out the ring as souls, yeah. Server Access, all FromSoft in one bag is crazy, but honestly for the better. I asked you guys if you guys don't like it. Nick Wallace says yes, ban FromSoft. So, I mean, if FromSoft is too big of a category, then oh, Bling Bling Plong. Bling Bling Plong. Wow, that's crazy. Bling Bling Plong on the harpsichord. Zenith says, yeah, it's better this way, more variety. And especially considering FromSoft music is one of the most heard types of songs in the entire channel, right? So it's not like we haven't been hearing a ton of FromSoft for years. How often do you do these request streams? Once a month. Wow. Left us hanging with no resolution. Next up is Octopath Traveler. This is the second Octopath Traveler. You know what? Now that I think about it, I think I'm not gonna ban FromSoft. I've been pondering deeply about the issue. I think it's too big of a category, so I will not ban it. Because you know, we just heard 2 songs from Octopath Traveler. Should we ban all Square Enix? That would be insane. I nuked them from the ball. No, so then it's done. It's done. It's on me. Let's keep it banned. And next stream we don't do that. We have a situation. Yeah, but let's ban Octopath. Octopath. Man, this is great. And man, I feel like Octopath Traveler 0 soundtrack specifically sounds so much like Bravely Default music. I've heard the other Octopath Traveler soundtracks, and 0 specifically has like a Bravely sound to it. Recognize the light motive? Nope. Was it in the other track as well that we heard before? Davi, have you ever heard any Persona music? Yes. I have. Man, great melody on the strings. This one is in Returning All to Nil. Yeah, that's what I thought. Somehow they turned this into a full-on epic track. I didn't recognize it. So, that track that we heard before was the final boss theme, and it was based on this track. And this track is called The Uncharted Isle of Orsa. Interesting. So, I assume this is an exploration track, maybe like an overworld or something. So, they turned the overworld track into a final boss theme. Yasunori says this is one of his favorite tracks for Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent. Springy says, come on guys, we're almost there for Mega Man 02. Have I voted for it? I don't think I have. I should go back and vote for that. Giovanni, I think you forgot to delete this one. More Than Mima from Absolum. Minecraft music is always good. Oh, is that from Lena Rain? Let me go back and vote for some Mega Man. There's only 4 Megamans? I've never heard this. I've never heard anything even remotely like that in Minecraft. The last time I played Minecraft was probably 15 years ago. With Giovanni, actually. Oh, this is a music disc. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Because it doesn't sound like the ambient music from Minecraft. Tell the Lena Rain impact. Yeah, it sounds like her. This sounds like it could be a Celeste track. Yeah, sounds like Celeste. And speaking of Celeste, there's a Celeste track pretty high up. Next up. Oh, is it gonna be a Kirby? Mega Man Zero. Let's see. I'm curious. What year is Mega Man Zero from? It's probably early 2000s. I wonder if they were still doing the heavy metal soundtracks. GBA. Yeah, so it's early 2000s. Yeah, and I can see like they already have a guitar here. Man, I miss this kind of Mega Man music. When it used to be rock and heavy metal. Modern Mega Man music is all like dance electronic music. Wow. If you want rock, then listen to the Dokkan OST. Never heard of that. But sure, let's go for that. I'm excited for this too. Kirby 64. The soundtrack is so good. The soundtrack is really good. Let's vote for Dokkan. Is that what you mean, Dragon Ball Dokkan? Is this Departure? Yeah, this is Departure. CerberX says, how long will the stream last? A little bit more. 20 minutes. One thing the Mega Man games always get right is the OST. I can't think of a single game with a bad OST. Yeah, Mega Man games, man. I was saying I miss the old school Mega Man music, but that's not to say new Mega Man music is bad at all. I've heard this soundtrack, this Kirby soundtrack, but I don't. The name of this track doesn't ring a bell. Let me see if I recognize it. Battle theme. I suggested a Kirby track. Yeah, man, it's called the track I suggested. I didn't know the name of it at the time, so I just put first stage theme. The name of it is Pop Star Theme. Guys, please vote for the Kirby 64 track that I suggested. Let me see. Kirby 64. Yeah, this first stage theme from Kirby 64. I actually just found it here. It's called Pop Star. Vote for this. Vote for this. It's probably not gonna win. It's too far. Man. First level Kirby music. I mean, I've never done drugs. Never done drugs, unfortunately. But I imagine doing drugs is just like Kirby music. You know, that's how I imagine it. You guys will know what I mean if this track wins. So if you want to know what doing drugs is like, vote for this. This is the second Kirby song. This is the second Kirby song, really? No way. It's not. Is it? We haven't though. We haven't heard Kirby. CerberX says yes. Wow. Davi mentioned. I actually don't remember. I'm pretty sure we started the stream with a Kirby song. No, I started the stream with a Final Fantasy song. It was Final Fantasy 9. It was Final Fantasy 9. I suggested. But I mean, in the beginning. No, in the beginning. I mean, the intro music doesn't count. But even then, the beginning was Final Fantasy 7. Pretty sure we haven't heard Kirby. I actually don't remember this. Is this a boss battle? This game's pretty easy, so there's a good chance I just obliterated the bosses before hearing this. Seems like Celeste is gonna win next. That's the final boss of Kirby 64. Oh! Okay. I think I didn't beat this game. That's probably why I don't remember. I have to beat it. Abba says, "Hey David, thank you for Fly My Wing review. That was cool, right? It's unfortunate that it got copyright. It got a copyright strike, but other than that, it was pretty cool. A pretty cool video. So next up is Celeste. Limitless. What is this anyway? Celeste Strawberry Jam? That's not a game, is it? It's probably some sort of arrangement album from Celeste, right? Ask says, my song is very soon. Raspberry says, we raving boyo. Celeste is just a platformer game, isn't it? Pretty much, yeah. It's a big mod for the game. Oh, it's a mod. Wait, a mod? Oh, mod. So this is not Lena Rain. Yeah, Giovanni's leaving, guys. We're gonna keep going for a little longer. But yeah, everybody say hi to Giovanni. I mean, not hi. Say bye to Giovanni. I mean, say hi as well if you haven't yet. But after that, say bye. Bye bye, Giovanni. Thank you. Nice. So this probably just adds levels, right, to the game. This sounds distinct. Like, this doesn't sound like Lena Rain, but of course it's not supposed to because it's his own thing. But it sounds appropriate for Celeste. Zenix says, or reworks it entirely, I would guess. Some mods get wild like that. Interesting. So next up, long-awaited death. Is that G? I think that's the G boss theme from Nine Souls, right? I remember this one. Yeah, G's theme. Freak says, okay, I voted for Silent Hill. Is someone campaigning for Silent Hill? Javelin says, yo, Nine Souls. Man, I remember this fight. I don't remember the music. You know what would be funny? If you had a stream where you only hear the last voted song. So all the songs with like 0 votes. Abkin says that's G. Yeah, that's G. Is this the second Nine Souls track? No, I think that's the first. That's the first Nine Souls track. Oh, listen, beautiful strings. Most Nine Souls tracks are not this melodic. So when you're fighting G, listening to this, to me was a big surprising moment to hear this much melody. Firebug says, I'm actually really interested about the Splatoon music now. Did you know, my fellow Firebug friend, that the lead composer for the Splatoon series is a guy, old school guy at Nintendo, who used to be the lead composer for some of the highest acclaimed Zelda games. Is a guy called Toru Minegishi. He was lead composer for Zelda games such as Twilight Princess. He now composes for Splatoon. So next up is Lavender Town. Man, this is a blast from the past. Is the Let's Go version, which I've never heard though. So let's see. Lavender Town OST. I think this is it. Cellmate says, who had Let's Go Eevee? Eevee's so cute in it. Man, I couldn't get into the Let's Go games. I just kept wishing they were not Let's Go games. I just kept wishing they were full-on remakes of the original games. I couldn't get into it. That's a good remake of the song. Signa says, I like the feeling of playing the OG while also the fast mechanics of the Go cell phone game. Yeah, I just kept wishing it was the original. Appropriately somber, yeah, and it retains the, at least as far as I remember, I mean it's been a while, but it retains the melody, the character. Agent says, despite how everyone said this theme, the original, was so cursed and scary, I always thought it was sad. Me too. It's a sad, melancholic theme. I never saw it as, like, scary. Next up. Dredge. I keep hearing about this game. Main theme. Oh, it's the boat game. I keep forgetting. Cellmate says Lavender Town is a sad location. Yeah, final resting place for lots of Pokemon. I really feel like it would be a ton of fun streaming an old school Pokemon game on the gameplay channel. That would be cool. Is Dredge a horror game? I don't know. It has kind of a, like, the graphics, the art of it. There's a dark, somber tone to it, but I don't know if it's a horror game. I never played it. Magoo says, were you a Pokemon Red, Blue, or Green fan, Davi? Red, Blue. Red, Blue. I grew up with Red, Blue. Cosmic horror fishing game. Yeah, the music is kind of scary, man. There's disturbing chords. It's an ocean fishing game with an eldritch horror twist. It's interesting, but horror isn't the main focus. It's peaceful like Stardew Valley, but there's some spooky stuff too. The music sounds lonely, and there's some underlying horror to it. I'll tell you guys. Sometimes there's these dissonant. Oh, now, yeah. Actually, I will not do such a thing because the song is over. But there were times there where he was really leaning on to some disturbing chords, kind of hinting at some kind of horror. But at the same time, at some moments the song rests peacefully. So, intéressant. Speaking of intéressant, do you know what I'm playing tomorrow, guys? On the gameplay channel. I'm gonna be playing Expedition 33. So subscribe to the gameplay channel so we can hang out together. Oh, you're kidding! Wow, wow! I did not think this was going to win. I mean, it hasn't won yet, but it's close. This song is so good. That would be a good song like to end the stream at. But for now, let's do Splatoon 3. Two shadows in the sun. Hero mode. And Splatoon music is crazy. Wow, this is, you know, for the standards of Splatoon music, this is not very crazy at all. Ghost says, didn't know the credits theme was even in there. Vote for it. It's amazing. I should have specified it's Link's Awakening remake. The remake. This is the chillest Splatoon music I've ever heard. So the description says, This is the full version of the third site music that plays when you've collected all the music discs. Interesting. Third site. I don't know what that means exactly, but apparently this plays after you've collected all the things. Yoi Mati says, it sounds a bit Mitsuda-ish to me. I can hear some of that in the bass. Yeah, I can hear some of that. Not a lot. I wouldn't say it resembles a lot of Mitsuda, but I can hear some of the dissonances, some of the richness in the harmony. Half of Splatoon is just hand farts. There's a lot of weird noises in Splatoon. I find Splatoon music kind of disturbing. There's too many weird noises. Sir Charon says, dude, what did they put in this song? It evokes such melancholy. It hurts, but in a good way. Kind of like Mitsuda, yeah. That's a characteristic of Mitsuda music as well. So yeah, I can see the similarity. But yeah, this is not Mitsuda. This is most likely Toru Minegishi. Why are some series banned? Because once we hear 2 tracks from a series, that series gets banned, so we can hear so we can listen to a bunch of different stuff throughout the stream and not just the same series. Yeah, they've been played too much. Yeah, this is incredibly chill. I've never heard Splatoon music like this. I honestly didn't know Splatoon music like this existed. Oh man, I think Zelda's not gonna win. It's gonna be Ultra Kill. Sir says, one of my favorite Splatoon songs has to be New You. It's such a vibe. Is it a chill one like this? Because man, every time people recommend Splatoon songs, even in trailers, when I see Splatoon stuff, it's always so hyperactive and electronic and weird, disturbing noises. Sina says, break the rules, Davi. It's your stream. Do what you want, bro. But what about the sanctity of democracy? What about the sanctity of democracy? Let's see. Final chance for Zelda to win. I'm gonna give you guys time so we can do this democratically. I'm gonna give you time to vote for Zelda. And then we're gonna refresh the page. Okay? Magoo says, I voted for Zelda credits theme. What about the poor fellow who suggested Ultra Q? Yeah, that's fair. So let's just... Oh, wait. Wow. Wait, it had 14 votes and now it has 13. Someone subtracted their vote? Great. Fine with me. Yes, we get to end on Zelda. Credits theme from Link's Awakening. Staff credits. Man, it's such a great song. Especially to end the stream. Michael says it was me. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and this is the Ballad of the Windfish, this melody that you're hearing right now. Spiteful votes and team hopping. Truly democracy. Wait, am I lagging? Am I lagging, guys? YouTube is saying that I'm lagging. Am I okay? Okay. I'm lagging just a bit. It's so good, man. Yeah, it seems like I'm lagging a little bit. The video is lagging, but not the audio. Great. Great. Video lag, but audio is good. I mean, good thing we're about to end the stream anyway. And this lag, I think it's on me. It's my internet. A variant of the Link to the Past credits theme. I mean, it features the Zelda main theme, right? So it's a variant of that. Getting DDoSed by haters. DDoSed. The stream's for hearing, not looking anyways. Wait, where's that supposed to mean? Are you implying that I'm not handsome? That you guys are better off not looking at my ugly mug? Is that what you're implying here? Yeah, this Zelda was my first one as well, on the Game Boy. And YouTube tells me now that the internet is fine again. Yes, the chiptune. You know what's cool about this? The entire soundtrack of this game is very subdued, using mainly woodwinds. Then at the end, they go all out with the full orchestra. Man, I want to play this game again. Amazing. What a good track to end the stream at. Guys. Let's see each other again tomorrow. Let's see each other again tomorrow on the Expedition 33 stream on the gameplay channel, okay? For now, thank you for hanging out with me. It's time to say goodbye to me in the chat so I can say bye right back to you. And it seems like I'm lagging again. It's a good time to end the stream. This is all my internet, by the way. My internet is acting up for some reason today. It's usually pretty good. But yeah, bye-bye, Cellmate, Ridoff, Dream Eater, Easy, Magoose, Abkin, Ask, Signa, Tricuspid, Javelin, Jules, Omerthian, The Fungus, Yoi Mati, Fire, Xenix, Happy Agent. Bye-bye, guys. Guga. Show up tomorrow. Show up tomorrow to the gameplay channel. Subscribe over here, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.